never know, I may drop in on you. I am in Yuma, Arizona at Touch of Class Salon, visiting with Melissa Hall, who is a CFMG from Yuma, and we have just finished up a 3-day workshop. We had a 2-day open workshop, open to any groomers, and then we just finished up a fun CFMG only day. Did a little bit of spray painting and mohawking and all kinds of good stuff. So Melissa, tell me, how long have you been here in this facility at Touch of Class?
I've been here 4 years,
Okay.
December.
December, 4 years. And this was an existing grooming salon that kind of
Yes.
went out of business, I think, before you picked it up and revitalized it?
Yes, it was a grooming salon for about 30 years, and then they went out of business and they have for rent sign, so I grabbed it.
And dog grooming was the primary focus here,
Yes,
correct?
and they did cats, but not many.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what led you to eventually end up at the National Cat Groomer School, get your CFMG, and take on cats? Was that always a passion of yours, or?
I really like grooming cats. I always seem to have a cat business for more. Apparently, after talking to other dog groomers, more than the other people that worked for me would say, "Wow, you have a lot of cats that come in here."
Okay.
I think maybe because I was just willing to do them, and I knew enough just from. I always did them 10 reverse because I had worked for a vet for a small time, and so they had us shave them 10 reverse and things like that. So,
Okay.
and then when I saw NCGIA's information, it was it looked similar to how I already kind of did cats, but they looked cleaner.
So you're like,
And I was like, I want to know how to get the cats
Yeah.
so clean. Yeah, and
Okay.
I really want to go there. That looks like I could up my cat game and get more cats.
When
so.
did you attend school? What year, what month, do you remember?
It was 14.
She's
14.
looking at Gracie, because Gracie is here from Georgia. We'll talk to her in a minute, but she and Melissa were the same
Yes.
class. Yeah. Graduates together. Now you have another salon that is a few hours from here.
Yes.
In
Apache Junction,
Okay.
Arizona. Yes. It's
Okay.
about 2.5 hours from here.
Okay.
And I work there about once a month, sometimes twice a month in the summer. And I only groom cats there.
Okay, so
yeah.
you pop up there for a few days out of the month. You do a lot of cats, from what I understand.
Yeah, I learned. I used to do like 10. I don't do that anymore. Like 10 a day.
It's too much.
It's too much cat. It's too
Yeah.
much. So I do anywhere from 6 to as many as 15 in the 2 days that I'm there. So
Okay.
yeah, sometimes more, sometimes less, but about that.
And then you're back down here for dog and cat grooming.
Yes.
And have you seen an increase in your cat clientele over the years, especially since attending school? Have you promoted it, or does it just sort of happen on its own?
Yeah, I did, once I became got the certification for CFMG, I did start putting it like in my ads that I was a feline master groomer, and I kind of, like, I'm the only one in Yuma, the only one in Apache Junction, kind of put that in my ad. I don't put it in my Apache Junction one anymore because I'm not taking cat clients there.
Oh, okay.
I'll fit one in occasionally, but yeah, just the existing.
Yep, you're maxed out.
Yeah. And then, but I put that in there, and then I kind of went around, I did have to kind of promote it a little bit. I went to the vets that knew me in Yuma, where I took my animals and dropped them off cards and kind of told them. They were like, wow, somebody, and I told them that I'd rather do cats than dogs. They had this weird look. They're like, nobody, wants to do the kitties. They just kind of do them, but I did. I hit the vets up, and it just slowly kind of, they did put an ad, or not an ad, but an article in the paper that I had come back and graduated from the school, and
that's nice. Yeah, a little publicity for you.
It wasn't very big, but it was a little one there.
Yeah, we've gotten to know a few of your clients' cats at least, and I've seen a few of the clients as they dropped off for the workshop, and many of them seem to be regular clients. They're taking good care of their cats. They're bringing them to you on a regular basis. I know a couple of them have some health issues that the grooming is really saving the day for these cats, and so these clients are completely sold on what you're doing here.
Yes.
And I know you were sharing you've had a few instances where you've sent people away because they were problematic, and then they end up coming back. And
in the beginning when I came back from school, I kind of just took whatever came in the door because I really wanted to get my hands on more kitties. And then I've kind of adjusted myself to now where, okay, there are cats that need grooming, there are cat people that will come. And then I wanted to, you know, I don't want them matted anymore.
Right.
I don't want them coming in here, you know, once a year. Your cat needs to be taken care of better than that, and shall give them real solutions for their problems,
Absolutely.
like you say. Yeah. So if they're, you know, bringing me a 21-year-old cat for a shake down because it's never had a groom, I put that person on a schedule.
Yep.
And I tell them when they leave that I'm not going to groom their cat ever again if it comes in that state again. And usually they know, because like that one of them in particular, the 20, was sent from the vet, and they know that the vet wouldn't shave it.
Right. They're kind of
Nobody else
options.
wouldn't shave it.
Yeah.
And I just told them,
Yeah.
you know, that they're not going to do that anymore.
This is it. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. This is it. You recently have dabbled in some cat showing. You went home from the National Cat Groomer School with a red and white Persian, a new addition to the family. And I know I saw that cat, and it was one of our clients' cats, and through a series of unfortunate events in this cat's life, he was kind of in needing some TLC. You brought him home, gave him that TLC. He was grown out full coat, and you just recently went where to a cat show?
I went to Mesa, Arizona. It's a CFA cat show. They say it's one of the largest cat shows on the West Coast. It has a cap at 350 cats.
Yeah.
So I think they said they had just a little over, I want to say like 270 cats at that show. And he did earn his premiership that weekend. He did excellent.
Yeah,
so.
he did, and not only that, but he got grand points.
Yes, he did.
First show out, got grand points. Never been shown before.
No.
Looked pretty rough a couple years ago.
Yes.
He was a gem in the rough, somebody's pet, and now he is, of course, he's a show quality Persian, but what was it? Just simply a pet.
Yes.
And it just shows what regular grooming, how often, do you groom him? Is it?
I groom him once a week because he does have eye staining, and he seems to mat. And I like him in the full Persian coat, no shaving.
Yeah.
When I was getting ready to show him, probably about a month before, I started doing him every 2 to 3 days, just so we could always keep him in tip-top shape for the show ring. And I noticed too when I was in the show, I was asking because I had some questions.
Yeah.
They weren't really, he must have been, I did pretty good because they weren't giving me any tips or any, they were kind of quiet, tight-lipped.
He looked great. I saw photos. He looked fantastic. I'm sure that, from my background in the show ring, I can tell you typically what a newbie looks like coming in, especially with a long-haired cat like a Persian. And you can tell they're new. They've got a lot to learn, and they come in and they're like, I need to work on my grooming.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that it's a rarity for them to see somebody brand new on the schedule, a new cat they've never seen before, and see it groomed or presented like that. They're probably kind of like, whoa.
And they told me, I had a woman that, me and our cats were going head to head. There, she told me that my grooming was outstanding on the cat.
That's a real, if your competition tells you that, that's
told me
a
that.
real compliment. Yeah.
I just went over to see her cat that kept beating. We would, hers would win or mine would win.
Yeah.
And I went over to look at him and see if, if he was any different or whatever. And she had told me that. She's like, your cat's groomed really nice.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good job. Well, it makes me proud. So, well, thank you for having me here for the workshop. It's been great. We've had a busy 3 days, but I think we got a lot in.
Yep, we did.
So thank you.
You're welcome.